As you can see, the train keeps going and we keep bringing interesting people to the table. Today, I wanted to introduce a gentleman I was kind enough to be introduced by a VC from, who's taken a sizable position in them. This is Faizan Aslam with Bookme.pk. Assalamu alaikum, Faizan. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Farouk. Pleasure is all mine.
So, Faizan, as we always do in Tech Check style, let's dive right in. Tell us, what is Bookme.pk?
Sure. So, Bookme is the leading e-ticketing platform of Pakistan. We do bus, we do airlines, we do cinema, we do events. And we have just started entered into logistics domain. Bus is our core focus because, talking about the bus industry, bus is the go-to medium of travel in Pakistan. Big cities are very close to each other. It takes like 2-3 hours drive to go from one big city to another city. So if you take a bus, it's more convenient as compared to the airlines. So generally people prefer bus in Pakistan. So bus is our core focus. If you want, I can share more details, how we capture the market, or you want to ask in the next question.
Yeah, so I'm just curious to know, so just so I understood correctly, you're basically brokering bus tickets digitally, so people can buy them online and not have to go and physically purchase. Is that correct?
Yeah, so basically, it's been about 6 years since we have started. So when we started, it was all paper-based. You get a paper ticket on which your seat number was written by by some ballpoint or something, or you have your ticket price mentioned on that, and that's it. They use registers and all that. I'm specifically, by the way, talking about the intercity transport, city to city. So basically, we digitized them. We gave them free software. We brought their inventory online, and once they were online, then we were able to not only sell their tickets on our platform, but we also built APIs and we gave them to all telcos, banks, e-commerce players in Pakistan. Right now, all major banks of Pakistan, including EasyPaisa, JazzCash, to HBL, Alfala, or any popular bank in Pakistan right now use Bookme's API to offer ticketing services to their customers. So we basically, we have created the whole transportation, digitization of transportation, and we created this ecosystem in Pakistan where we are the one processing the tickets at the back end, and the banks, telcos, our application and other sales channel are doing sales for us.
Excellent. Okay, great. So, and yes, and I do agree with you that the modus of transport heavily dependent on ground-based. So now tell me, are you the only ones doing this?
Okay, so there are other companies that are in this domain, but our nearest competitors are they have 6 companies, bus companies, but we have almost 46 right now. And the ones that they have, we do have them as well. There is no, exclusivity, or if you can say any bus company that is available on their platform, which is not available at ours. Moreover, the pricing that we have with those bus operators that are available on the competitor's website or app are, not discounted on our platform. The tickets are roughly about 35% cheaper price as compared to the others. Moreover, it's about the ecosystem that we have created. We have that network effect of the API partnerships, integrations, and all that. So there are, you cannot stop, people from starting a company, but there are there are a lot of barriers. The biggest barrier you can say is also the bus system that we have basically deployed, and majority of the companies use that system to basically run their operations. So it's very hard for a company to actually enter this market, replace those systems, then do the API integration and stuff. So yeah.
Okay, good. And as far as, so what are the companies, well, and in particularly yourself, what are you guys looking at valuation financially? What's going on in that perspective, given that there's so much growth in the space?
Sure. So basically, we have 23% month-on-month growth since last 18 months. Our revenue, we expect to get, cross, in fact, $1 million in revenue per month this fiscal year. Awesome. In terms of the, bada bol nahi bolunga, but in terms of the 3-year projection, will be close to about $200 million US a month in terms of revenue. That's the kind of market that we are looking at, and that's the kind of growth that we are having right now.
And you, just to reiterate, $200 million a month revenue you're
Yeah,
expecting in the next 3 years?
I mean, bus market is Pakistan. Bus market in Pakistan is roughly about close to about 5.8 billion US dollars. And I mean, talk about these digitalization of payments and banks. You can say offering, I mean, very quick account opening methods, like for example, especially the mobile wallets. Now the bigger banks like Alphala and other banks are also entering into that domain. Like you can open a level one bank account in a few seconds. So I mean, it's all about digitization because we have laid the entire ecosystem from these bus systems to API integrations and all that. Now, what I mean, the catalyst of that is just digital payments. As soon as you people like transact more digitally, we'll be the ultimate beneficiary of that because we have digitized this whole ecosystem, transportation ticketing ecosystem. And I mean, that is not one. The other thing is that we are not limiting ourselves to bus ticket because we have that ecosystem in place. We are adding in more categories. So we recently added airline ticketing, for example. Right now, HBL has started to offer that airline ticketing. Askari is live already. The other banks are in process. Now I mean, anybody who is using HBL app can buy airline tickets using their application. And they have a million plus, you can say, customer base. That customer base has access to our service and they are transacting. They don't know who is the backend processor. They are buying from HBL and they have that confidence. And we are the one processing those tickets. So imagine the kind of, you can say, access that we have with these partnerships and integrations. And that is, I mean, one. Then, I mean, we are about to enter into the logistics domain, which is also very innovative for Pakistan. So what we are doing is right now, we're currently in 3 cities, Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad. So if you want to send something from Lahore to Islamabad, generally it takes about 1.5 or over. I mean, the fastest way is overnight delivery. So you go to the courier office, you send, give them your package. It is delivered next day. God knows at what time. There is no live tracking and anything. And they charge you about 290 rupees per kg from Lahore to Islamabad, for example. Right. On the other hand, what we have, the solution that we have developed right now, which is live, is basically, I mean, if you want to send something between Lahore to Islamabad, it takes 6.5 hours from your current location, whatever your location is. You don't have to go anywhere, and till the final destination, wherever the package will be finally sent. So, and the price that we are charging is less than the leading courier company. We charge 270 rupees per kg. They charge 290 rupees per kg. And it's all real time. I mean, it's the entire, you can say, I mean, you can see where your package is heading. Best part is there is 30% margin in this transaction. Another good thing is that we have not, you can say, it's all tech based. It's all technology based. There is no, I mean, though we are creating jobs, but we are using third party, you can say, services, and we have used technology to basically stitch them together to create this solution.
Excellent. Wow, that's very interesting. And I didn't realize the magnitude of the market, especially on the passenger side. So that's really good to know. Coming close to the end of our time, Faizan, so last question for you. What's the ask of the diaspora? Funding, expertise, anything like that?
Okay, it's an interesting question. So, I mean, from the diaspora, the best thing that they can give us, I mean, in terms of the Pakistani market first thing is that they have a lot of experience. I mean, they have experience that you can say shift from you can say manual systems to technology adoption and all that. I mean, they are like 10, 12 years ahead of us, and they have that kind of experience, exposure, that how to scale companies and all. So they have that kind of experience which they can bring into Pakistan, which is one. Number two, I believe, is the I mean, if they probably are not looking into enter this market themselves, then they can probably help other startups who, I mean, they feel they are interesting, and probably they can, advise them or maybe invest in those companies and bring in their own experience and add value to those companies besides investment.
Excellent. Well, Faizan, thank you very much for joining us today. Really appreciate that. Very interesting. I learned something that I didn't know before, and I'm sure the diaspora has too. So thank you for being forthcoming with some interesting information on the passenger transport market. And with that, I wanted to thank our audience. As you can see, TechCheck continues moving along very strong. We need you to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Please go to our social media channels, like, follow, share. Very important for us to continue the momentum of this effort. I'm getting a lot of feedback from people that we're helping really shed a positive light on Pakistan. But in order for us to keep doing this, we need your support. So please, like I said, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And in any case, thank you very much for joining us again. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Allah Hafiz.